Ahead.
Alright. Hey YouTube, how you doing? This here is G and Nomar, and we're just here gonna be talking nonsense. Hello G.
Talking nonsense. Hello, Nomar. How was your day? We have not done one of these in a while because
Life.
responsibilities, and
Yeah,
they
adult
suck.
yeah, oh yeah, adult stuff. Remember kids,
Yeah.
being an adult is not worth it. It
Cherish your youth
is
while you have it. What the heck?
yes. Because it is
What the?
so not worth it. So not worth it.
What the
Anyways.
hell? Anyway,
What
go ahead.
what the
No,
hell?
they done F with the Overwatch selection screen, so it's like they mind F me. I'm gonna get my ass beat. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so anyways, we're gonna be talking about a few things at Comic Con. Mostly Comic Con and how I missed it, because adult stuff.
Well, we weren't there. I wasn't there either. We're just watching these in hindsight.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about one of my favorite directors of two of my favorite movies, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Why? Because they were freaking good. James Gunn, homeboy James Gunn, recently got fired for some offensive tweets that resurfaced.
Oh my
James
gosh.
Gunn won't be making Guardians of the Galaxy. This is from his Twitter, by the way. No, this is from Ben Fritz. James Gunn won't be making Guardians of the Galaxy or any other movie for Disney after his past social media comments came to light. Which is amazing.
The
I mean,
oh my gosh, this is my first time hearing this too, folks, and I'm already sad.
yeah.
It
Let's
seems to be a
see.
new trend to bring things up from a decade ago and get people fired over it.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, like for this deadline reports that Disney has now cut ties with Gunn, leaving the already scheduled Guardians of the Galaxy 3 without a director. In a statement from
Oh my
Disney, chairman
gosh.
of Walt Disney Studios, Alan Horn, cites the offensive attitude and statement on James' tweets feed and indefensible and inconsequential with other studios' values, and we have served our businesses relationship. We have severed. I'm sorry, I can't English. We have severed our business relations with him. The firing came on as well as the storm of tweets from fans who have been calling for equal justice to be the standard, even for a director fanboy loves and adores as much as Gunn. Yeah, I imagine so. I even heard like some of the folks that reported this, not the oh, who is this? This guy, the chairman, even had some death threats from it. Love and
Oh
adores.
yeah,
Oh yeah, James Gunn, and sparked a
not
heated
stressed.
cultural debate that was quickly drawn association to big culture war topics like the Me Too movement or the alt-right versus progressive left, political flame war in which Gunn was a frequent and outspoken member of the latter. Hmm. This is all as San Diego Comic Con is unfolding. It's especially awkward since Gunn was scheduled to host the big panel in the Hall H this evening at the time of writing this, for which he had been teasing some kind of surprise reveal of a new project. Earlier the day, Gunn had taken to Twitter, responding to the controversy, written the following message to fans in an extensive Twitter thread. Many people who have followed my career know when I started, I viewed myself as a provocateur, making movies and telling jokes that were outrageous and taboo. That's what I like to do. Gunn
Mhm.
shared, as I have discussed publicly many times, as I've developed as a person, so has my work and my humor. It's not to say I'm better, but I'm very, very different than than I was a few years ago. Blah, blah, blah. Today I try to root my work in love and connection and less in anger. My days saying something just because it's shocking and trying to get a reactions are over. He continues. In the past I have apologized for humor of mine that hurt people. I truly felt sorry and I meant every word of my apology. For the record, when I made these shocking jokes, I wasn't I wasn't living them out. I know this is a weird statement to make and seems obvious, but still here I am saying it. This sounded like a reasonable enough explanation of to thousands of fans who quickly came to Gunn's defense. However, once other users pulled together and exposed the full of the offensive tweets and jokes, it was much harder to defend. Click here. I'm going to see about some of his tweets here. I mean, I've said controversial stuff myself. You know, crack jokes here and there.
Everyone has. They don't like to admit it, most of them, but everyone has.
Let's see. Here's one. This is random. This may be the planet version of adopting a damaged 12-year-old girl who steals your money and accuses you of molesting her. Ooh. 3 men and a baby have had sex. Whoa.
What the frick?
Honestly, the best policy. Tell your 3-year-old you're laughing, thinking of me. Whoa. And folks, this is my reaction, genuine, because I never seen these. In fact, that's the first time I heard of him getting fired. Mary Matthews just told me a story about how a monkey... What the fuck, dude?
Oh, wow.
About to vomit as I'm stuffed with toffees and eggplant. I'm Louis Anderson my ass out. Just the fat nut. What the fuck, Gunn? No wonder he got fired.
So was it justified?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to say yes.
Oh, wow.
How
long ago were these?
I mean, these tweets were pretty old, way back in the day.
Like, are we talking like a year ago, 10 years ago?
More. I think about, well, I don't know how long. They didn't really say, but from what I can tell, it looks like it's been years. But even then, I mean, holy shit. Like I said,
and this is coming from like a die-hard frickin' Guardians fan. You know, for him to say that's a really big deal.
Yeah.
And I agree, those are pretty raw, but that raises an interesting philosophical question. Should someone pay for what they said for the rest of their life?
No.
Especially if they are legitimately reprehensible about what they did.
Yeah, well, the man did apologize, that's for one thing, but those were just wow. Just wow.
Yeah, those are pretty crazy. I mean, they're pretty, like, I mean, I hear those and I just cringe.
Yeah, because, I mean, like I said, I've said some controversial stuff myself.
He's never said something like that, though, folks. He's never said something like that.
No, I mean, that's just too far. Holy
That's
cow.
way too far.
Yeah.
And like I said, we don't know this man's exact story. We know him as a director. We don't know him as a person. Might be a fine gentleman right now.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, even then, like in the past, you know, he's done some stupid stuff in the past. Doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't give him a second chance, but something like that, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I understand now why they did it, but conversely, can I throw this in there real quick?
Go for it.
Kind of ironic that you told me that, because in my circle of fandom, something almost exactly the same has recently happened to something that I'm a huge geek for. The Walking Dead. I don't know if you heard, but Chris Hardwick, are you familiar with Chris Hardwick?
Of course.
I'm sure you've heard of him.
The man
yeah. Well, I mean, he's mostly known for like his commentary and stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he hosts The Talking Dead. Recently, he was temporarily removed from the show, and pretty much all things Walking Dead related, because of one of his ex-girlfriends. Now, she actually didn't name him by name, but given they were able to deduce it was him, given the timeline, and in doing this, they realized, yeah, he was her. Get off me, Tracer, you bitch. Anyway, they found out that given the timeline, she was with him at the time that she made this, and she basically said that he was sexually and emotionally abusive, and that seems to be going around a lot nowadays in Hollywood. And that kind of upset me because, buddy, I don't know if you heard, but do you know who Andrew Lincoln is?
Andrew Lincoln, isn't he? Doesn't he play as
Rick Grimes?
Yeah, he's actually he's the one I was talking about as a legendary actor. I like his stuff. He's pretty good.
Oh yeah, he is. Well, recently it was announced that he would be leaving the show, and that has already been a hard enough pill to swallow.
I wouldn't blame him, honestly.
Well, no, it's an understandable decision. He's been working on the show almost a decade, and he never gets to see his family because they live in England. I understand completely. I'm not mad at him at all, but he's a fantastic, legendary actor, like you said, and he plays one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. So yes, I am upset that he's leaving, though I am not mad at him at all. But nevertheless, that was a damn pill to swallow when I heard Chris Hardwick was taken off. But the interesting thing is, usually when these things come out, everyone comes and collaborates the story. Oh, he's a piece of crap. He's blah, blah, blah. This time it was the opposite. It was really cool because a lot of 3 other ex-girlfriends of his came out and said, he was never like that with us, ever. And even his wife is like, no, that's bullcrap. He's never been like that. You see, so it's, and I guess my point I'm trying to make is it is really annoying that someone can end your career by their words.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, regardless of what you feel about this situation, it's just really annoying. And like I said, maybe it's a little different scenario with James Gunn. I just found it interesting that at the time this was happening with something you're a weeb for, I'm here weebing over something else, and same thing happened. So hopefully it gets reinstated after, of course, that's probably quite a pill to swallow when people like cut you off immediately, you know, without even like thinking about it. They don't even stick up for him at all. Like, there's distance from him. Everyone does, and are like, okay, we're investigating this, blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's interesting. I mean, at first I thought, oh, this is bullcrap. Some jokes he made when he was way younger and not as wise. He's gonna pay for it with his job, blah blah blah. They're overreacting. Then you told me the jokes.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of went, damn.
Yeah, I mean, my jokes can be somewhat edgy, but what he pulled out, holy shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, my jokes are sort of in line with good old Mel Brooks style jokes, you know. Controversial, a bit racist, but making fun of racism, because it's funny. Yeah. What he did, holy cow.
Oh, man.
Dude, no.
Yeah. That's way too far, and that's, like I said, it's real crazy that Nomar's, you don't find a bigger Guardians fan than Nomar. So for him to say that's pretty bad. That's not easy for him to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, did we win that?
I hope you did.
I felt like I was getting my ass kicked the whole time. I ain't endorsing no one. Heck no, I ain't about that life. Anyway. Folks, I haven't played in like forever, so if anyone ever watches this video and wants to criticize, you can shove it. But I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. Oh, I received endorsement. Oh, now I got to. Give it.
You bet. Give it up.
I don't. That's too much work. Ooh, I'm on the board. Anyway, continue, Nomar. Continue. I kind of cut you off there. I just thought it was funny that from 2 different fandoms, a similar thing was happening.
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, they haven't really said about who's going to direct it quite yet, so I guess they'll be working on that. But whoever it is, I hope he do a good job. I don't expect him to be like James Gunn, honestly. But in all honesty, I mean, damn it, I like the guy. I love his work. I love his style directing. I do. But to sit there and say, yeah, he should have been fired. He should have been fired. Honestly, yeah. I'm looking at the business end of it, in the business aspect. I mean, we're talking about. They kind of
had to save themselves heat.
Yeah, because that's Disney. I mean, I'm not saying Disney's all perfect. They've done some screwed up stuff themselves, but.
They still do.
Oh yeah, but they still try to fix it and everything else. So in all honesty, yeah, they had to do it. They had to do it. It's dumb that shit like that happens.
It's disappointing.
But it's, you know, people make those mistakes all the day.
Well, an interesting thought about Disney, meaning maybe he could come back. You know, they do not employ ex-cons under any circumstance. For Tim Allen, they made an exception.
Wait a minute. Now, there's something to that's wrong.
What's that?
Well, okay, I'm just gonna say Disney did hire. Well, I'm not gonna say it because I don't have the
name.
name.
Let me rephrase since I think I know what you're getting at. Let me rephrase what I said. Yeah. Disney, at its face, doesn't employ ex-cons.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, better.
Continue.
Okay. Well, no. I mean, I have to look into research into it. It could be a rumor, could be false information, but I have to look into it just to be sure. But it's something I'm not gonna employ out yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
But go on, G. You were gonna finish your thought about Tim Allen.
No, just an interesting thought about they made an exception for him, and I think after some time, maybe this is a raw opinion that I haven't thought of at all, folks. But I think they should have him back.
Jim Gunn.
Given how the yeah. Because everyone wants him to do Guardians 3. He's given a lot to the MCU. It's going to be interesting to see what the, oh my lord, Sebastian. Anyway, it would be interesting to see, like, how the actors weigh in on this. Maybe they could help. Maybe our boy Chris Pratt, could say, maybe he was a little abrasive at first, but he's better, Because I ain't gonna lie, people got a point. Those some pretty hard words he said.
Well, let's take a look at what he has to say.
My raw opinion is that why don't they just let it cool down and say, and actually have the balls to have him back, because everyone wants him back, and it's kind of his baby. Let's be real.
Oh yeah. Honestly though, I mean, he did make that movie. There's nobody else is gonna be able to capture it like he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't think anyone can deny that.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Right now. Hey, big
boy. Chris Pratt. They said Pratt. On.
There's too many Chris's in Hollywood nowadays.
Being fired.
If he's commented.
No, I'm gonna look into it because you know me, you know your boy. He's got to find out every dumb little thing he can about the project, about what's going on.
Oh dear. Oh, great, Ron. You called us both. You showed me. Anyway. Sorry. What did he say? Did he say anything?
Hold on.
We will get more pristine in the future, folks. We'll have this information beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, we're sort of in the rough right now.
Yeah. Oh, hell. Get shot through the plant, Reinhardt. Come on. This guy wants to tank battle. I'll tank battle with the best of them. Come on. That was fun.
Here we go. This is from Hollywood. The reporter. Chris Pratt avoids talking of James Gunn at Lego Movie Comic-Con panel. Oof. Man, he's good about it too. Honestly, Chris Pratt's a suave dude. He's a charming individual, so I could see him bypassing that really easily. So
yeah.
See if I have anything else on this on our dude.
How you doing there, McCree?
Being Texan, I hope.
James
Gunn Galaxy actor Michael Rooker and Sean Gunn reacted to firing. That's right, his brother's in the film too.
Who, Chris Pratt?
No,
James Gunn.
James Gunn has a brother, Sean Gunn.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, here we go. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and actor Michelle Rooker and Sean Gunn.
Oh, Michael Rooker. He's Merle and what's his name? What's the dude who played the blue guy?
Oh yeah.
Yondu. Yeah, him.
Freaking love him.
I love him. I loved him as Merle in Walking Dead too. Yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah. God, said the best line in there. Honestly, that's a line my dad used. It's great.
I'm popping, Joe.
He's like that man may have been your father, but he wasn't your dad. He's like, wow. And then my favorite line is like, "Oh, this got to me deep too. I almost cried when he said it." He's like, "Boy, the greatest thing is having you in my life." I was like, "Oh, my heart! God dang it, why? Oh, it hit me so good, dude." Okay.
Oh yeah.
Guns have publicly responds to the Disney firing James Gunn as director of the franchise third installment. On Friday, the corporation decided to remove filmmaker blah 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 blah. Dave Bautista, who played the actually responded soon after the intentional news broke, defending Gunn and saying he's made mistakes. We all have. That's true.
That is true.
Regular Gunn collaborator Rooker later reacted online with a cryptic tweet that has since been deleted. A fan asked the Yonder actor about his thoughts on firing James Gunn. James Gunn's Rooker or Rooker?
Michael Rooker.
Rooker. Okay, wrote
like
James Gunn
Hooker
knows.
with an R.
Yeah, James Gunn's knows. That's all that matters.
James Gunn's what?
James Gunn's knows. That's all that matters.
Huh.
Sean Gunn, also James Gunn's brother, posted a lengthy message on social media explaining how the director had changed and developed as a person alongside the movies. I hope it goes without saying that I love and support my brother. Okay, boom. Done. Hire him back. He wrote, and I'm quite proud of how kind, generous, and compassionate he is with the people in his life, whether they are friends, family, colleagues, fans, or strangers. Okay, Sean Gunn. So I guess my hope is that the fans continue to watch and appreciate the Guardians movies, not despite the fact that the filmmaker used a kind of jackass. It's kind of a jackass, but because of it, they are, after all, movies about discovering your best self. And 10. Working on those movies made my brother a better person, and they made me too. I'm proud of that. Peace.
Rehire him.
Yeah.
Like seriously, that sold me. That was pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I have brothers, and I stick up for me all the time, and it's true because we brothers know each other very well. So if he says it, then it's got to be true. Of course, I'm somewhat biased.
Yeah.
So it looks like Chris Pratt hasn't really said anything, which is good for him. Honestly, I don't think he should. He's got to concentrate on the other movie.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind from his perspective, like anyone, I know you know this, Nomar, but anyone who might not be thinking about it, dude's making a lot of movies, and he's probably being thoughtful of like the other directors. He just doesn't want to draw any controversy not because it's his movie, but doesn't want to draw any controversy during that time.
Yeah, I mean he's got to work. A man's got to work.
Yeah.
And plus, honestly, James Gunn did screw up. James Gunn did say some stupid shit. Honestly, I mean, if he said those tweets and they were years ago, should he been fired? Should he be fired for it? Yes. Should he be rehired? Should he be rehired? Yes.
And let's see, hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah.
It's always easy to say, what would I do? What they should have done is stepped away. I think, this is just me, this is G don't know crap about this. This is just my layman's perspective. I think they should have maybe suspended him, talked about it, let the climate clear, and then quietly bring him back in.
Yeah,
in hindsight, that's what I think.
But here's the thing, though: you can't really do that with that type of film. That film is huge. Remember, it was a hit. Nobody thought it would be a hit, and it became huge. So yeah, and Disney. I mean, they gotta have that cash money.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I think they're gonna probably bring him back because I mean, they're not gonna screw up that much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're dealing with a series of movies that really, 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 really speak and mean a lot to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, like crazy amount. So it's definitely in their best interest to at least consider what these people are saying. Cause
that's right. I also gotta look up something else, like who got death threats about James Gunn being fired? Because man, those fans. I mean, I'm a fan, but
let me just say, I would not want to be the new director hired if they do hire a new one. I would not want to be that guy.
Yeah, not enough money in the world for that, buddy. Not enough money for the world.
Oh my gosh. Oh crap. My potato aim!
My potato aim!
Damn Bastion mow me down like a damn protester in Egypt. Oh damn, sorry.
That was cool, wow.
James Gunn, what have you done, you bitch? This is your fault. Everything in life is your fault. Let's see. But yeah, especially, I don't know, should you be fired for something you said? Like, that's like getting, think about it, that's like if you, damn it. That's like, sorry, that's like if you, what if you got in a fight, what if you said a mean thing to someone at a job, really bad, and you got fired for it, right? And then, 10 years later, you've cleaned up your act, you're at a new job, everything's good, everything's fine, everyone loves you. Then they find out 10 years ago at a different job that you did that, and you get fired over it. Is that fair?
Honestly,
Hello?
Honestly, I don't really, I mean, we've said stupid shit in the past. I mean, I've said stupid shit in the past. I've done stupid shit in the past, too. But, to get fired for something you've done in the past, nah, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, because, yeah, I know I said earlier that he should have been fired. Yeah, he should have been fired. But since it's been the past, because like you said, Disney has to have their image of clean. Problem is, though, Disney hasn't always been clean. They've done some screwed up shit themselves. We give them a chance all the time.
Well, I mean, any company that has made billions of dollars has done some bad things. It's just a fact. I'm not saying you couldn't do it without it, but any company that's done that just... Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No, 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 no. I can't.
Yes. Yes.
Dadgum, I suck.
Good.
I don't care, folks. I'm having moderate fun. You know, every time you say that, you sound like damn Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Good.
Ooh, let the hatred flow through you.
Good. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Oh,
By the way,
gosh.
here's a good transition point we just gave ourselves. What you think? Did you see or hear anything of that movie Han? I heard it sucked.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I mean, I don't know what Disney's thinking, quite frankly. I think Disney's just cashed in on the name, not the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with y'all. When I first heard that Hans was gonna got its own film, I thought to myself, it's the dumbest thing they could ever do. Because it's Han Solo. I mean, it's a terrible idea. Why do I need to know about Han?
I agree.
Yeah. Why do I need to know about his past? I mean, he's still badass, and I don't give two fucks about how he got there, because I know who he is. It's over and done with.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with you 100%. There are times where having an Oreo story, an origin story can help to build the character.
Yeah, a double stuffed Oreo story.
Yeah, but when you get into Star Wars, the thing is, you're dealing with characters who are, whether you like Star Wars or not, they're timeless. They have been elevated into a status few fictional characters ever achieve, and that they're pretty much cemented in the audience mind. So what I'm saying is, in agreement from my boy here, I'm taking the long way to say it. Didn't we already say all we needed to say about who Han Solo was in the first Star Wars movie? Must we make a necessary prequel?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Han Solo's fucking Han Solo. We ain't gotta worry about nothing by him. So the very fact that they decided to make a movie based on him seems rather, well, a waste of time. Again, it's honestly, it's Disney doing stupid Disney stuff.
Well, honestly, I think the whole premise... Now, make no mistake, folks. I think my favorite Star Wars movie of all, even more than the original, is Rogue One.
Yeah.
I really like that one. And I'm not a huge... Nomar will tell you, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan in general. But I really like that one. I thought it was really good. So I'm not knocking the fact that they're making more Star Wars movies, but I will say this. I think the fact that they're making more is they are oversaturating.
Yeah.
And the part of the thing that made Star Wars kind of special was there weren't many movies of it, I guess I could say. So now you're getting like a movie, it feels like a movie every year. And it kind of takes away from it in a way.
I mean, you can't really. Well, you can say that, but I mean, let's face it. How many Marvel superhero films have we watched?
Well, that's true, but to be fair, that's the same genre, not necessarily the same movie.
Touche. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, granted, they are in the same universe, so yeah. I mean, you could argue, but that is a little bit different. I mean, Star Wars, there's certain things you expect in a Star Wars film just to happen. And in a superhero film, at least you, in the good ones at least, you don't always suspect what will happen. By the way, did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp yet?
Oh, I have to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. I hear good things.
Yeah.
I hear good things.
Oh, Paul Rudd is in it, so it's gotta be someone good.
Oh, are these your plates? So sorry.
Just because he plays the character very well, I don't know anything about the man.
Well, yeah, I mean, he seems like a pretty cool guy. On the up and up type of gentleman.
Yeah. Very, very. By the way, folks, I forget, Nomar, have we talked about it? If we haven't talked about it, Infinity War, in my opinion, was freaking awesome.
Heck yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, I mean, I think that exceeded expectations, and I don't say that lightly, but I really liked it, and I think it might be my favorite Marvel movie. The only thing is, Hulk wasn't in it that much, which I didn't mind at all, but I do like Hulk a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's given. I like how they did the Hulk. When he first shows up, he just got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, sorry.
But, yeah, no, if you haven't seen it by now, you know, well, you probably heard that already. But anyway,
it's your fault.
I actually think that was a really smart move. That did not make me upset at all, even though I do like the Hulk. I think it made sense because honestly, if they did that at the end of the movie, like Hulk came out and tried to fight Thanos, then he got his ass kicked, that might have been a little stupid.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, especially when Thor showed up and was wrecking shop all over the place.
Oh, that was, yeah. I think that gave more other characters more time to shine.
Honestly, it gave Bruce Banner time to shine.
Yeah. Though honestly, I did really want to see Hulk fight that one child of Thanos. I think that would have been cool. But, oh, folks. I was so intent on the movie, but when Steve Rogers shows up, Nomar, I wish I was looking and recording that.
Yeah, so my dude! Fuck yeah! I don't know. That's the thing about Captain America. A lot of folks don't seem to know. It seems like whenever he's around, things seem to get better somehow. It's always happened.
Well, it's just one of those people.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about.
Hold on.
I'm gonna geek out a little bit. That's the thing about Captain America. A lot of folks don't seem to know. That's his actual ability, his actual power. It's not the fact that he's got superhuman strength, superhuman speed, strength, all other stuff. He's everything. No. It's the fact that whenever he's around, he brings out the best of people. It doesn't matter. He just brings them out. And they just fight harder. They fight longer, and they don't give up. He's literally the glue of the Avengers.
Well, yeah, that's. I think I just inadvertently summed him up there when I said he's just that kind of person.
Yeah.
You don't really talk about superheroes that way.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm a fan of like Superman, Spider-Man, even some of the obscure ones like The Question and The Creeper. But Captain's my
Creeper is
dude.
funny.
Captain's my dude.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why. It's because, you know, I don't want to. I mean, I'll never be as strong, fast, or smart as him, but I want to be able to try to get people to do their best when I'm around them, as much as I can.
Yeah,
So,
he actually already does that.
oh, thanks, man. But yeah, it's,
but yeah, that's what that character means to people. That's the thing. Like I always say, everything you do affects everyone around you. So everything in this world does matter. You know, they think, oh, it doesn't matter making a comic book. No. It matters. Everything you do matters, and characters matter. Yes, they don't. They, you know, I'm not saying like real people, but they do. You know, exist, and they mean a lot to people for the lessons and morals that they teach. So Captain America is, I guess, I mean, a little symbolic. He is very much alive, and he just means so much because he is such a special character.
Yeah. Dead on.
Oh, I saw the Iron Fist trailer was out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you care. I know you weren't crazy about the selection of the actor, but
yeah, I mean, I haven't seen what do we call it? Luke Cage 2 yet, so I'm gonna watch that as soon as I have some time. Because folks, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The reason why me and G haven't been doing these films is because we were busy, just awfully busy, and there's been times where we don't seem to be able to do anything. Ooh, that was close. But, yeah, it's because, you know, again, we're busy. Yeah, I mean, right now, us doing this is really just on the fly. I mean, we didn't even plan for this. It just sort of happened.
Honestly, part of the appeal, I think, of our stuff is we very rarely, like, plan it, in a way, but at the same time, you know.
How long has it been, by the way?
It's been probably a month or two.
No, I'm talking about the video.
I didn't... what video?
We're recording this for an hour, right?
I don't know. Oh, damn it. Let me see. No! Oh crap. Oh well, sorry teammates. Been about 47 minutes.
Okay, we should keep going. At least another 10 minutes should be good.
Yeah, let me jump back in 1 sec.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, anyway, like we were saying, sorry, we don't keep track of time because we're not used to doing this. Hopefully someday we can do this I don't know if professionally is the word, but professionally, I guess, so whatever. But
wordplay.
Yeah, but talk about that. You haven't talked about that yet. What did you? I know we're jumping around a lot, but like you said, we're not really. You know what? Just go with it, people. But anyway, like you said, we're not really planning. But tell the people what you thought about the dude who plays Iron Fist. Because there's legitimate criticism. I'll have my 2 cents afterwards to confirm that he's right.
He does a somewhat good of a job, but the first time. Now, I haven't seen the new Luke Cage yet, second season. From what I hear, a lot of people say that's the actual Iron Fist we all want. It's like, okay, that might give him a chance, but the first season of Iron Fist, did not like him one bit. Did not play him well at all. He was too serious. He wasn't the Iron Fist I'm used to. Oh, the Iron Fist I know. And not only that though, but in all honesty, his choreographed fighting techniques were subpar. I mean, I'm no expert at this. I'm not. I mean, I am out of shape. It's been years since I did any form of martial arts, but I can guarantee you, if someone like me, who's a novice at martial arts, and sees how he's more of stiff and not fluid, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. They should have trained him a little bit more.
Well, I mean, look at this. You don't have to be a professional football player to realize a bad play when you see one.
Yeah, that's true. And not only that, though, I mean, if you were going to compare it to, say, Daredevil, the series, how his fighting choreograph seemed to be a lot more better. I mean, because he spent a year training for the role.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean,
he put in work in that.
Let me just say this, as someone who knows nothing about martial arts, I actually watched the fight scene that Daredevil had with what's his face? With Iron Fist?
Yeah.
I actually, knowing nothing about martial arts, I saw what, I think I see what Nomar is saying. Because I look at him, and when I see Daredevil move, he's like, oh, I've done this 100 times before. When you see Iron Fist, or not Iron Fist, the guy playing Iron Fist, it feels very much rehearsed.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know how old the actor is. Maybe, because he seems really young to me. Maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe. I don't know. I could be completely, utterly wrong on that. But that's just one thing that entered my mind, because he seemed and acted younger. I don't know if that's Iron Fist or not, the character. I need to learn more about Iron Fist. I really don't know that much about him. I know it must be pretty awesome if my boy loves him so much.
Oh, honestly, he is.
Yeah. What the hell? But, what the heck? But anyway, yeah, so that's one thing. I mean, that's always kind of annoying. In some ways, this is going to sound ridiculous, but in some ways it's almost more annoying that way. If someone's going to be bad, you'd rather them just be outright bad. If they're passable, but there's something about them that bugs you, that almost makes it worse. You know? Because then you're like, well, I don't really like this guy, but I hate to get someone even worse. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah. Can I just jump into one thing at Comic-Con that blew my mind apart?
Go for it.
The trailer for the new Godzilla movie. Oh my gosh, the hype is real. First of all, people, I love the first one.
Oh, for real,
I thought it was awesome. I mean, I watched every Godzilla movie ever made multiple times,
including the other one with not speak of.
The other one that does never will exist. And let me just say, I mean, I know as much about Godzilla as any of these weebs on the internet complaining about the movie being so bad. And yes, I see their criticisms, but there have been some of the classic movies where he wasn't in them that much. But I'll tell you this: every scene in that movie that he's in, he's freaking awesome. Even when he's just standing there, and that is very important to his character. Because his presence is so important. I know that may sound a little silly, but it really is like the truth. He's like when he shows up, it's like, hey, I'm here. And it's not just because he's 500 feet tall, people. You know, it just. I know that's hard to explain for anyone who isn't a weeb for him like I am. But he just, even disregarding his immense size, he just has a presence about him that other giant monsters don't have. I know that sounds silly, but anyway, back to what I was saying. The new one looks, oh my gosh, it's gotten 3 of the absolute most classic monsters. Rodan. Frickin' Rodan. I don't know what more I can say. It's got Rodan. It's got Mothra, who honestly I always could take or leave, and I like to see Godzilla kick her ass, but she's a giant butterfly. I mean, but still a classic monster, so still awesome.
I don't know,
and
man.
Then
if Martha can hang with Godzilla, she's gotta be impressive.
She's powerful. She's impressive and she's powerful. But she was never one of the ones that, like, one of my favorites. I'll put it that way. But still classic, still awesome, still super hype that she's in it. But, dude, the most hype, other than Godzilla himself, of course, King Ghidorah. Sometimes called Ghidra. Oh my gosh, that is Godzilla's Joker, people. That is what that character is to Godzilla. He is, and dude, one of the actors actually came out and said, when you see the battle at the end of this movie that is between Godzilla and King Ghidorah, you will never be the same. And I hope that he is not exaggerating, because I'll tell you right now, just seeing them on the big screen with a giant budget is gonna blow. I'm just seeing the trailer where you barely see Ghidorah's silhouette. Just oh my gosh. And I'm weeping hard. I'm sorry, but Godzilla is just he's a character. He's to me what Captain America is from a boy here. Because I know he isn't like the moral, conscious, but he was kind of the, I guess in some ways, I'll get really philosophical here. He represents something bigger than humanity that people don't like to recognize, and he forces them to recognize it. Oh
yeah.
I guess is one cool way I could put it. One really cool way. But oh my gosh, I don't even have words. But yeah, Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah, other than Godzilla himself, probably as classic as you can frickin' get. And it's just gonna be so awesome. It looks so awesome. And that one line in there, "Long live the king," I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, I can't even weeb enough. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I can't even.
He weaved all over the floor, folks.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm geeking out, but that character, he inspired me. Let me just say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, buddy. That guy inspired my imagination. If it wasn't for the big guy, I would not want to write stories. Because, I remember being just a little kid, all by myself, sat on my couch watching Godzilla movies. And that feeling that I have when that epic theme of his would start playing, and he'd start coming out of Tokyo Bay or whatever, and freaking, he'd coming to kill the evil monsters. That's the great thing about him. He was never evil. He's never been evil. Well, one movie he was evil. but he's always been like a force of nature. He's nothing, it's not personal, that's just, that's kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, don't you?
Oh yeah.
It's just like, and that's just those feelings. I remember thinking, I would like to make people feel that way someday. That hype, that just epicness. I know that sounds a little silly, but it's just how I feel.
Dude, it's freaking, honestly, Godzilla's amazing. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanboy as much as you. I mean, but honestly, when I saw that film with you, I got 2 free shows, but that made me a fan right there when I saw that one. I was like, oh, dude, he's awesome. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because with the other films, the other one that shall not be mentioned, did not really do him any justice. Even I wasn't much of a fanboy of Godzilla at that time, but I was like, cool, this is gonna be great. Let's watch it. It was garbage, and I was like, who the fuck is this? That's supposed to be Godzilla. That is Godzuki impersonating Godzilla.
You watch that movie and you're like, who in the hell is this? And then you appreciate even more that Toho actually had the balls to cast that creature in a movie just so the real Godzilla could kill him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, oh, perfect, good, get rid of it. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
And I am not a soldier like Nomar, people, so don't judge me too harshly. I tried. Yeah, dude, that's just, I like to think that in the first good movie they had, I like to think that was a subtle stab at that movie, that Godzilla is, he's attacking 2 creatures trying to overpopulate the world with eggs. remember seeing that movie and then finding out what the plot is. He's pregnant. I'm like, what in the all hell is wrong with the stupid-ass Matthew Broderick, Roland Emmerich, anyone who touched the film? F them all. F them. And I'm like, I don't care. I wish their career ended and they never get a job ever again. I love them, folks. I can't help it. That's how much I love them. And then I see, the most offensive thing. Yeah, I'm going there. The most offensive thing about that whole crap storm. He looks like a puss, and he got these little birdie chicken arms. He's got a Jay Leno chin. Frickin' and then the worst thing of all, it's not bad enough. It's not bad enough. I can't believe I'm saying that. They make him look like it's not him, folks. They make this creature who is cosplaying him a bitch. They make this creature who's cosplaying and wishes that it could frickin' carry his luggage. They do that, but worst of all is they make him a wuss. Like, I'm watching that as a kid. They make him a wuss, and I see they lure him to Central Park with a pile of tuna fish. Okay, did they ever watch any of the movies? He doesn't eat fish. And then he comes to the park, and I'm like, and then I'm still holding up hope in my small child mind, just hoping beyond hope that he'll shed that stupid looking costume and show us that he's really there. And then the army starts shooting at him, and what does he do? He runs the frick away. What in all hell? He doesn't run from anything, people. He doesn't run. He has no fear.
Hey man, that's the U.S. government. It's the U.S. Army. You better run.
My ass. Like, literally, army comes, he don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care who it is. And they have him running away, and I'm sitting there like, even as a little kid, I'm thinking, these some bitches got it backwards, damn it. Like, damn it, he's supposed to be chasing them. What the hell? It's not that hard. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
And worst of all, or not, everything is bad. Just everything about it is bad. But to add insult to injury, how did they kill him? With freaking missiles on a bridge? Because that's always worked before. Damn. Big guy shrugs off nuclear blast like a bitch. That's a firecracker. And they shoot him with Sidewinder missiles. After the damn thing lets its dumbass get caught in the frickin'. See, real Godzilla don't get caught in no bridges. You saw that in the new movie. Real Godzilla says, F that bridge. Don't catch me. And don't hold me down, ass. And, I'm sorry, folks. I can make a whole video, and I probably will one day, just so I can exercise this demon. But my boy, no one... You talk, you gripe about your character getting misdone by Hollywood. No one has suffered more than G. Okay? Damn it. And
oh my goodness, this is such a treat.
Oh my gosh, stupid! And then he latches Velociraptor babies. What the frick? It's like that movie was made just to frickin' give my 10-year-old self the middle finger at every scene. Like, it's not bad enough that you're ripping off Godzilla so bad. No, that wasn't bad enough, Jay. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna frickin' mock your other favorite thing in the world, T-Rex and Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's not enough. We're not going after Godzilla. We're going after your everything. And you got to live with it. So F you, Roland Emmerich, F you, Matthew Broderick, and F you, anyone who had anything to do with it. Even the guy passing out pamphlets at the airport about the movie, F you. And if I'm finding y'all kick you in the nuts. I'm sorry about that. That's been a long time coming. Man, that felt good.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a treat watching that video. I'm just gonna laugh and die at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna cut off right there. I think it's been about an hour.
Huh. This diva's gonna pay for it, bitch. Oh. Yeah, I think we'll. Okay, this is a good way to bring us back here, folks.
Yeah.
Damn, that was dirty. I felt bad about that one.
Don't be.
We
That
got
was
her in the corner and I
beautiful.
just got her. But no, we got that diva in the corner and I hit her with a full rocket punch. Man, that was dirty. But half a Widowmaker. What is it with the French and hating me? But
Whoa.
anyway. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my unintended rant. It just sort of happened. I got to thinking about it, and I got sort of getting pissed off. But I know Nomar enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure other people will.
Immensely.
That's another 2 years off my life, but it was worth it.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway.
that video's gonna cost you 10 by the time you're done with that one.
Yeah. Oh, I was around the corner. That's some. That's something. Effing. After Matthew Broderick and Simba, because he voiced him.
What the fuck? What did he ever do to you?
Dude, just stop and think for a moment. Just sitting in freaking sitting on some bus. Matthew Broderick sat there. I sat down next to him. Sir, why are you staring at me? F you. I would,
no.
folks. Like, honestly, that's one case. I really would.
Oh, he would. Honestly, he would. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, I guess we're going to cut off here. Honestly, well, there's not really much else to say except, you know, hope y'all have a good day, and may the Lord bless you in your path in this long life we have.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on, and hey, maybe we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. Good night and God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Thank you.